forehead on your pimple. There's a forehead on your pimple. Don't you go and try to hide it, boy. Ladies and gents, welcome back. Glad you made it, boys and girls. It's another social production. It is Wednesday, April 6, 2022. Here we go. Hope everybody's knee deep in puss, getting that vitamin D, baby. Shout out to the gang. Go get it out there. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Wherever the fuck you are on this blue marble, we're spinning together. We're cooking. I'm excited. Halfway through the week. Now more than a quarter of the year's come and gone by, and we are slowly but surely picking up steam. It's getting steamy in here, dude. Can't see anything. What is that? It's steam. It's steam. It's that little, condensation, some say. But we're getting there, baby. Just went to the dentist. The other day. And by other day, I just mean yesterday. I had to go take care of a little cavity. Sit in my chair, the huge. My dentist is a nice guy. Touch of an angel, Delicate work. Comes in, and I think before going in that I'm going to be getting an x-ray and a cavity filled, something that we spoke about roughly a month ago with my dentist. And everything's good. I'm sitting there, he's like, remind me again what you're here for. I'm like, yeah, doc, we got to do an x-ray, we got to do a fill-in of a cavity, let's do it. And he's like, all right, cool. Two ladies, one's a lady's in there also, the assistant. And there's another lady, a younger lady. She's observing. She's, I think, getting her, I don't know how it works. She's like, she's doing that apprenticeship. You know how dentists be just, learning through apprenticeship. Just go there, pull a couple of teeth, push a couple of teeth, polish a couple of teeth, spit shine a couple of teeth, the huge. But I'm sitting in my comfy dentist chair. Got all the modes, lean back, lean forward. Hydraulics, dude, I'm just like up and down, tilting to the side a little bit. It's the kind of dentist I go to. Get your money's worth. But the point is, man, after I quickly reminded my dentist, I'm like, yeah, doc, we're doing a x-ray today, both sides, just to see what's up. My last one was maybe around 4 years ago, so it's just good to get a couple of pics, see how them pearls are doing. Takes the pic, and yeah, one of my teeth needed to be cleaned up and I guess filled in. Little teeny tiny cavity, no big deal. But before we got into it, he's like, yeah, we're gonna take the x-rays, and he puts this little bib on me, this giant, this bib on me, and he's like, are you okay with radiation, he asks. I'm like, I live for radiation, doc. That's what I told him. Like, I live for radiation. He's like, good, because some people, they're hesitant with the x-rays and the radiation. It didn't even occur to me, but I'm like, do it. Don't worry about it. He's like, don't worry about it. He's telling me not to worry about it. Don't worry about it is what he said. It's low level radiation. I'm like, doc, crank it up to medium level, put it on high. Let's get radiant. I want to be glowing out of this. So he cranks it up, man. He cranks it up, about an hour work. Easy peasy. Didn't even feel a gosh darn thing. Man, we've got it so, and that's what it just occurred to me, that we've got it so good these days. Everything's so easy. You just, obviously everything has a little price to it, but that's the price of living in modern society, man. It is so wonderful. You can go get your teeth fixed and bing, bang, boom, you're out of there. A brand new person. You can just because not too long ago, I don't know, 80 years ago, I like dental hygiene, it's relatively in our history. It's fairly new, 100 years ago, I don't know the exact timeline, but people's mouth hygiene was not the best. You get a cavity, you lost a tooth. You got scurvy, you lost a couple of damn teeth, hence the wooden teeth. Bring those back. But I'm excited, man. He injected my face. I'm a little bit hesitant when it comes to getting needles in my face. So I'm like, duh, and it's been a while for me since I had a needle in my gums and face area. I just forget the threshold or I forget my own litmus test for pain. I'm like, oh, doc, is it gonna hurt? He's like, no, you won't feel a thing. And he didn't lie, man. He put the needle in. I didn't even feel the needle go in. That's how good it was. That's how good it was. My right side of the face just went numb. He's in there with his tools grinding and chiseling. His assistant is there, passing him other devices. He's naming tools. I don't know the name of the tools, but he names them. Assistant hands him over. The other lady's watching. You got 3 people working on your mouth technically. The best, and it's got like a nice chair with beautiful lighting, everything. There's a giant ass TV up on the, mounted to the wall, so you can watch something if you like. I brought my headphones. I'm listening to my podcasts. But it was a wonderful experience, but it just reminded me of the magical times that we live in. Oh man, back in the day, again, like past a certain age, at the ripe old age of 30, 35, people were, you were a grandpa, you were a grandma, you were done. Time to retire. Body parts start falling off here and there. You lose a limb, you lost a limb. That's what it was. Nowadays, man. Bionics are coming in, chips are coming in, which is from the positive angle, chips are amazing, dude, because you hear people who had trouble with mobility. Now they can Jedi mind trick that shit. Just think it and you're doing it basically. Oh, I want to walk to the fridge, is what Timmy will say, and Timmy will walk to the fridge, but not with his. Now with his own doing, now with his own thoughts, now with his own, the muscles are there. It's just the messaging, but that's what it is. As soon as I got the shot, it reminded me of that same concept of kind of being, I guess, dissociated with your body, or maybe not in total control. Because the shot went in my face, and he's working on it, and he's doing his thing. At one point, he sticks this thing in my mouth, and he's like, "Can you bite on it?" And my mind was telling my jaw, I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna, you 32 years of biting, I think I've got it down." I'm like, "All right, let's bite down." And again, my brain sent the message to the face hole region. I'm like, I'm trying to bite, and I brought my jaws close together, top and bottom, but I wasn't biting. He's like, "I need you to bite and grind your teeth." So I think I'm doing it. In my head, I'm doing it. In my head, the message has been sent to the face hole, and the message has been sent. It's minimal movement though. And he's like, "You're not biting." I'm like, "Doc, I believe you me, I'm biting." He's like, "Just a little bit harder." I'm like, "Okay." And I tried, and it barely moved, and finally we got it down, dude. But it was really neat. It's magic. It's wizardry, it's sorcery. I don't know what you want to call it, but it is, because back in the day, man, you got a little cavity, it wasn't gonna be too long before you start to feel other things, because you wouldn't get it fixed, and it would lead to the next thing. Why is my face turning purple? Why is my dick falling off? Why is my clit getting enlarged? Just from a little toothache. It can happen. I've seen it, I think. So that's what it is, man. We're living in magical times, really, and we take it for granted. Man. It's so, I get, and that's what I try to remind myself. Always be appreciative. Always be grateful. Remind yourself of the things. It's so easy because we're in it. Like you and I, for the most part, if you're tuning in, we're blessed, son, daughter, fam, fucking cousins, dude. That's what it is. But it's beautiful, and I'm so glad that I'm in this time period and not 100 years ago or 200 years ago, just falling apart, just because of lack of tech, lack of medicine. All about the science, baby. Someone's taking the time, right? It's that time of year. I don't know if it's getting recorded or not, but someone out there is doing that, weed whacking. Somebody's out there, chasing squirrels and cutting grass and tending to the lawn. And I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but that's what it is. Summer season. It's spring season. Summer's around the corner, but it's that time to, get that lawn prepared. Get yourself prepared. Mind, body, spirit, get it all. Get your turf prepared, all of it, because you need to go out there and get it, whatever it is, man. That's what we're doing around here. I'm super excited. Next week's gonna be, my mind is just, I'm super excited. I can't contain myself. That's what that is, man. I barely go to sleep these days just because of the excitement. I get enough sleep, but I'm just, there's a good portion of me that's laying awake at night and just thinking about all the different steps and the excitement that this whole adventure has been providing for. Oh man, and that's the thing. You can, like, these times, this is it. I don't like and I do it. And I'm just trying to get better at it. Practice makes better. But like, just really be in the moment. Enjoy what you got. Because most of us have wonderful lives. Again, I don't know where you are, but if you're on the grams, if you're on the YouTubes, if you're on the Patreons, if you're out here, can't speak for everybody in the world, but like, Western society at least, we're doing well, really well, and we should, appreciate and make it better. That's why, with these videos, we're gonna make it better. You're like, how do I make a difference? How do I make sure that, how do I make sure that we move in the right direction of attaining that third nipple? By watching these videos and talking about it. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. You sit there and you think hard enough and long enough, and boom. Starts with a nubbin. Next thing you know, full nip. 3 nipples, doing it. Because why, I'm not here to just settle for, whatevs, dog. It's... That's what it is, man. 3, 4 nipples, let's get it going. I think that's the future. Future is just more nipples, dude. That's what it is. I see it. I see it for all of us. Oh, man. Relationships, ladies and gentlemen, relationships. Been thinking about relations in general, nothing specific, just in general, relationships. Know how it is. Boundaries for yourself, with family, with friends, with a loved one, with a partner maybe, I'm not talking about that business partner, although you could be doing business and the hanky-panky simultaneously, of course, but maybe you're not into mixing pleasure with biz, and that's fine too. But nonetheless, it's just relationships they've got me thinking lately. But that's all I want to do about it right now. That's the only thing I want to do about it. I like to think about it just because, the aspects of it. Some aspects are funny, some aspects are real, some aspects are hardcore relationships, shipping, But right now, my focus is like, there's a part of me, obviously, we're getting into it, we're sharing, we're caring. I don't know how you guys feel out there, how you ladies feel out there, but these days, I'm so concentrated on my career. And with love and joy, not to say that I'm like concentrated on it and like dismissing other stuff or not paying attention to other stuff, and it makes me, I'm happy about it. Like I love this. This is one of the most liberated and, freeing time periods of my life I don't think I've ever been in. It's just like, your boy's out here flying, dog. Your boy's out here flying. I don't have to worry about, I love that. I love that. I don't have to worry about anybody else's, what's your thing? And I'm okay dealing with all sorts of relationships and all that stuff. But right now, like, I've been married to this game, baby. I put a ring on it about 1.5 years ago, and she said yes, and that's what it is, baby. The only lady I'll get down on my knees for is comedy. That's what I do, baby. That's what I do, and we've been committed, solid 1.5 years, and this is just the beginning. Honestly, it all feels like a honeymoon stage, but we're gonna grow up. Eventually, we're gonna grow down, but I'm enjoying the ride, and that's coming from a it's good to know what you want. It's good to know your own priorities. And my priority is just comedy. I don't want to, I don't even want to, like, that's the thing. Part of me, obviously, I'm a human, just like everybody, a full human out here doing human activity. Part of me, of course, there's that, there are those times where I'm like, man, it'd be nice to, like, have an on-business partner, a lady. But at the same rate, I know that those relations come with, you got a certain level of dedication at least, And it's just my mind, as much as even a little bit of my heart wants that companionship or like, the bunny fucking or what have you, try to keep it classy around here, of course, but it's just like because I you know certain things. I've I don't have time to listen to anybody else's extras, and I love people, but like my like I if anybody, like, it could be, I don't care about if you come to me and we're in a thing. My like, what are we doing this weekend? Comedy. We're concentrating on what are we doing? Where are we going out for dinner? We're not going out for dinner. We're doing comedy. Oh, my friend Becky's got, boyfriend problems. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't. Becky and her boyfriend can go figure it out. That's what it is. And I love people. I'm a people person. From the people, for the people, all day, every day. But, it's just, I think a little bit of it, it's good because I feel more comfortable in my skin now. Every day goes by, I'm just getting more comfortable, dude. Just getting into my comfort zone, trying to find my concentrate, because like it's serious to me. It's all fun and games, but like I'm trying to find out here my comedic voice, and like I don't want to, I want to do this fucking right, baby. You feel me? I want to do this fucking right. And this one thing I am, I'm not gonna say more than 100, because 100, that if you 100% fucking dedicated, that's what it is, and it feels good. Feels good. That's why the good portion of it is that I know I don't waste my own time or anybody else's for that matter, But if we want to get together mutually, that's fine. Like, but that's the thing. I'm nowadays more so, a little bit more upfront with my needs and where I'm at, and very respectfully, of course. But that's, this is just the fam jam, us talking, getting the feelings out. But yeah, I don't care for, where are we going this weekend? What are we doing for fun? Like, it's time to work, baby. That's my fun, It's time to, tickle each other's membranes, hang from a, find a nip with a long hair on it and just go, just cling on to that one long hair, do that kind of thing, exciting things. That's what I'm all about, because I don't see myself slowing down or like wanting to really be involved in anything else other than work related or comedy related stuff. That's all there is to it. I don't have time to like, I saw such and such on Instagram with her boyfriend and their girlfriend and they're doing that. I don't give a fuck. I don't compare myself with anybody. I don't look to compete with anybody. It's just I'm competitive with myself, and that's why I don't even pay attention. I don't care what such and such is driving, where they're going for vacation, how many dinners are they having every night, in, out. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't concern me. A lot of people have this like thing these days, and it's not due to anybody's, like, it's collective, right? But you get fake, or not fake, but little snippets of like perfection. This like, oh, dinner, or like, and that's nice. I love it all, but it's just like I don't like it when people start to compare themselves, or like concentrate on what you have. We want to be doing this, let's concentrate on this. Like, that's what that is. I'm not here to, what are we doing? We gotta take a vacation for what? Vacation, like, that's the thing. Luckily, that's the thing. I think I've spent a good portion, and this is coming coming from a place of privilege too. I've spent my 20s experimenting, exploring little portions of the world here and there, doing different things. Right now, I'm in my early 30s, just like it's time to fucking bang out some jams and, just create some good, solid fucking memories. That's what I'm all about. And like, I want to do my job properly, and I want to make sure that I give it my 100% attention and dedication. That's why I can't concentrate on anybody else's. Oh, if I have to worry about, that's what it is right now. Zero worries, none. And yes, there are minor little, not even like minor little downsides to that. Sure, everybody would love, I'm sure, I think it's really natural and innate for everybody to want that, one special koala or one special sloth that they go just chilling with or hanging with. But Papa's got new priorities. The priorities have been set. That's what that is. And and this is coming from, that's what I want, man. I want to, if I'm going to be just, I don't want to hold my tongue. I don't want to hold my thoughts. I don't want to have to, I want to just get into it. And like, that's the thing. It's hopefully one day I'll be able to find somebody who gets my personality, and vice versa. Obviously, I want to be able to get theirs as well, and like we can be compatible and supportive of each other. But yeah, I don't want to. I get it. This is not, it might not be easy for everybody to, because that's the thing. There's the aspect of the, going down the comics path or want to do stand-up. It's you say shit, you experiment every day, all day, with thoughts and words, and I just don't have I can't have anybody who will, like, if I'm saying something completely fucking out of line, obviously, you know what I mean? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, a lot of my days are experimental. A lot of my time is I'll be like, I jot down ideas, I say shit out loud just to see how it sounds, and like, I can't have anybody coming in there, and I know my intentions. I know what's in my heart. I'm not ever trying to, like, I'm never trying to put anything out there that's like hurtful or like, but if somebody is with me who might might not get something or might get offended, I'll be like, oh, like I'm done. And this is my way of, like, and I think each and every one of us get a chance to do it, but we gotta, like, it starts with you. It starts with you not self-censoring yourself, and that's what I'm telling myself, and that's what I'm trying to put out there as well. And just, it's really important to me. And yeah, I don't want anybody to feel like, I don't even know. I don't. I'm happy in a sense that, like, it's led me to a path of, and I've always kind of wanted this. I guess, like, brutal honesty. Just give me the straight up, like, give me the raw realness. Give me that fucking. I've never been the type to, I'm not the. I genuinely appreciate realness, raw people. Like, I want real people just being themselves and not holding back. And that's what it is. That's why we're moving the movement forward. I've heard this term. I've seen ladies can use this term. I've seen it in online dating. What is it? It's a funny term, dude. Ethical Non Mon, dude. Ethical Non Mon. Talking about ethical non-monogamy. And I'm all about monogamy, but for the time being, it just, like, the more I think about it, the more I, like, because of my dedication to my career path, I don't have time to be like, oh, I gotta, nah. Where's your boy's knee deep in comedy, trying to, figure out a path. That's why I can't, every bit of my time and energy goes to, figuring out how to move an inch forward. I literally don't care about what Jenny's doing or what Becky's doing or what Mark is doing or what Michael's doing or what Tim's doing, whatever the fuck, Where do they go for dinner? Where do they go for vacation? I don't give a fuck, That's what it is. And I think we can all, it makes life easier on you, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have it down. A lot of you gals have it down too, but there's still, there's always, because of that's the way we collectively have up until now shaped our culture and our frame of mind, is to, live in little snippets, portray little snippets. And even this is a snippet. This is not nobody will ever, get unless you have a camera on somebody, like, 24/7. And even then, how are you going to get to know the inside of a person's mind unless you spend time with them? But at least what I try to do is, at least I don't, want to be holding myself back. And that's why we're promoting a new movement. Not that I'm not promoting no movements, dude. I'm actually anti movements, dude. Don't move, sit still, but also, like, go get it. It's ethical non-mon, dude. I've seen ladies play. I don't think, but I'm taking that step, fellas. Ethical non-mon all day, dude. Ethical non-mon. Ethical non-mon all day, baby. That's what it is. Put things, this is equality at its best. Puss for dick. We all have a good time. Everybody goes home happy, consensually, respectfully, but also naughty and nasty and dirty when the time needs be. you know? That's what it is. Essentially, I don't have time to, like, I don't want to be, oh, what are we doing, Thursday? I don't know. Right? It's like, work, 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 work. That's what we're doing. I don't have time for, we got to go to and I do fun shit in my everyday, but like, that's the thing. I don't even want to have to, like, dedicate even it's, and yeah, fucking call it selfish, but at least, it makes me feel good and I know I'm being true to myself. I'm not going to be like, maybe my younger self, maybe in my mid 20s, early 20s, I would have been like, oh, trying to, I guess there's a good saying. I can't recall it. What is it? You can't serve two masters, if that makes any sense, sort of. And not to say, but like that's the thing. You can't allocate 100% of your attention to two or multiple things. Like you got to zoom in and focus in if you want to do something, a little bit special, a little bit at least, give it a fucking go, give it a fucking proper go. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't have time. So if anybody, that's what it is. I'm just approaching everybody, whoever else, just lay it forward. That's what it is. We want to get together. Let's have fun. This, that. I don't want to waste anybody's time either. I can't be in a relationship right now. It just doesn't work with my schedule. My schedule is like concentrated bursts of energy. Go get a little bit of that cheese, come back, use that cheese wisely to spend more time writing, thinking, cracking jokes, baby. Because I'm out here like trying to milk that, we're at the teat of the cattle right now, just trying to, and that cattle's been, cattle's been fucking running dry, baby. Because I've been just fucking milking it. I wish that made more sense. But just the picture of somebody just fucking get the juice out, baby. That's what that is. So ethical non-mon all day, and these sort of things need to start with the ladies too. That's what it is. Because like, again, I think I've made this comparison. There's too much, like, I don't know what it is. I think we're still, as much as there's certain aspects of society where I think, man, like, I don't like, I'm not a fan of like kids getting exposed to too much sexuality and like from a young age, like just everything. Like, but if you're an adult, I think like we need to have, it's getting polished. We're fucking like, we're going and fucking polishing it up a little bit together, because everybody likes sex, everybody loves sex. It's one of our, but it's at a certain point, like everybody, I don't care where you're from, most people have a certain level of guilt or shame, whether it comes to sex or like masturbation, and I hear it and I deal with it a little bit, obviously, myself. I know, like, I don't know, man, there's this thing in guys where it's like masturbation's supposed to make you feel like you're less of a man, or you're supposed to feel guilty after, you're supposed to feel shame, or you're supposed to like reserve that energy for the whatever the fuck your reserve is, like, and I really don't care. I just see it as like a bodily function. I honestly don't care. It's like a lot of people put on, extra, you spend so much time thinking about the shame and get it over with, make yourself feel good, move on, do the next thing. It takes 5 to 10 minutes max, 2 minutes, 3, whatever the fuck your time is, doesn't matter. Bust one out and move on to the next thing. I'm not saying go jerk off every day, but there is this, like, I just want it to be like, less shame, less stigma, or maybe there isn't, maybe this is me and my world and my perception. Maybe there are a lot of people who are just fucking, jerking with no hesitation or thought given before or even after, which is shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, ladies. I feel like that's what it is, man. I feel like there's a lot of, when it comes to sexuality, like women's sexuality was repressed for a long time, then it got liberated, which is nice. But men's sexuality still feels like, it's, and to each their own. I'm not saying I've got it down. This is just one guy, fucking raw emotions, raw thoughts. I'm not trying to like filter myself and fucking pussyfoot around what I think is like, that's just where I'm at in life. That's how I view it. And this comes from, got mad respect for everybody. I, love the ladies, respect the ladies, but I think it's just like, yeah, there's always this concern. And I think about this shit because I'm like, one day maybe I'll have a kid, and maybe that kid will turn out to be a lady, a young, maybe I'll have to raise a daughter, and how do I want to raise that daughter? Like, what do I teach her? What if I, son's a different game, but, what do I teach her? What do I, because right now what I see in society is like we've put we've equated puss with like monetary value somehow. If that makes, that's what it is. Guys and ladies too who are into the puss, you go and do things to get puss. That's, a lot of it. A lot of things are, and I'm not the first one to say it, but this is a fact. One of the best things out there. You can, whatever you want to have. I'm not the one who said this. One of the greatest things that Mother Nature, the great creator, whatever you want, the universe, the multiverse, whatever, puss is one of the greatest out there. Ladies, you guys fucking rock. You guys are rock stars. At the same rate, I feel like culturally there's got to be like an exchange of like, well, if I'm going to be giving up puss, I got to be getting X, Y, and Z. Where it's just like in my head, it's just like genital for genital, like, and, bodily and mind exchange of like, what are we doing? I love to have sex, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing more that I'd like to give afterwards. Like, sure, like, I'm not saying just, it's hard to, but like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it so we figure it out. At least I figure out for me, dude. Because I don't want to get into, that's the thing, I've given myself enough time. It's been like more than almost a year, and I can't remember, maybe a year, give or take a month or two. But yeah, I'm, especially right now, after the pandy, after everything that I've sacrificed, I don't ever want to like be like, okay, now I'm going to be like, getting myself involved in something that takes away my energy and time. That doesn't mean that when we're not together, I'm not going to be attentive, I'm not going to be caring, respectful, but disrespectful when you want me to be, baby. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's just like, yeah, ethical non-mon all day, dude. Puss for D, D for puss, or puss for puss, or D for D, whatever you're into. Mash it up. And then afterwards, because that's the thing, I'll be like, I'll talk to some ladies out there, and it's great, but that's the thing, everybody needs to know what they want, and I'm being very straight up and honest, and I like the ladies that are straight up and honest. To some ladies, 2 sentences, and I'm looking for a serious commitment, looking for a serious, like, to me, it doesn't, it takes time to be able to, and like, one of the biggest things, I'd like to have sex just so we know if even we're compatible, not to, and whatever, man. Everybody's got their 2 cents on it. Everybody comes from a different, some people are hardcore, monogamous. Some people are, polygamous. I'm not, trying to promote either or whatever. I'm just, this one guy, this stage of life, and how I view things right now. I think, yeah, ethical non-mon, if it was just like, if it was our perspective, it just shifted as if like, oh, cool, it's like, it's like a workout together. It's like a little, we're both getting massaged over here. It's like, no big deal. Just a little massage, no big deal. But it comes with these like heavy, sometimes repercussions, as if like, yo, if I'm giving up puss, man, I gotta, I want commitment. I want like, we gotta get to know each other. And I'm being honest, I can't even be committed right now. I literally can't. And there's some ladies out there too who can't be, and they, for whatever reason, maybe they choose not to be, maybe they don't want to be, maybe they're busy with their careers. Fucking highly respect that game too. Go get it out there. But I've put that off for, like, in my mind, it's not a priority whatsoever. In my mind, I'd like to have fun, obviously, but I'm at that point of just like, let's get to the point. Let's, like, what are we here for? What are we here for? I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste because I don't want to like fake pretend like I want to get involved in your life and be like, oh, what, like, I truly right now, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what it is. I don't, not that it's coming from it's just coming from like, I don't have time or energy to like, oh, you want to, it's the times. It's expensive out there. It's time consuming out there. It is a lot of things out there, and it's not the way things maybe used to be different back then. Things were a little bit more isolated in their own little, little towns, less connections. Nowadays, it's, you're meeting people, you're going places, you're doing 10 different things all at the same time. Ethical non-mon, dude, I'm behind it. Fucking don't ruin it out there with everything good. It starts off good, next thing you know, it fucking goes off to the deep end or the extreme end, and it's ruined for everyone. few bad apples, don't let them ruin it for us, fellas, ladies. As long as everybody, that's the thing. Get to know the person for a brief little while, but what I'm trying to say is just be straight up and honest and for. But like, the thing is, I'll be that person, you want to have a relationship, I can be that person, I can be that buffer zone, dude. I can be that buffer dick. You get it out there, and then after me, you go and find that beautiful relationship that, the guy's gonna be carrying your purse, putting the fucking poodle in the purse for you, getting all fucking flustered and shit, Because I'm not that guy. Not that guy. Maybe one day I'll carry your purse and put a damn, I'll put a frog in it. I'll put a damn, bird in the purse or something. That's what it is. Right now, I'm feeling good and excited, and I just want to go up there on stage and sling dick, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the type of energy I'm going in with, and I can't. Fortunately, because everything, fucking glass half full mentality, baby. And I know this shit is raw. This shit probably hits some notes that are making you maybe feel a few things. And hey, if it makes you feel a few things, it means maybe I'm onto the right path. I don't know what that is, but I think it all filters down and it gets better and better. That's all I know. But right now, that's the thing. I've just been coming to terms. I don't want to have to be like, yes, let's get into a relationship for me to get some puss. I don't care. If it means me not getting puss, so be it. That's the thing. It's not a priority. And that's such a thing for, I think, maybe, man, because when you're younger, god damn, when you're younger, when you're in your, 20s, speaking for myself, I don't know how other guys, but like, fuck, dude, your hormones are up there, and it's just like you're literally running on two heads, and most of it is dictated by the head down south. Right now, after, thank God, dude, it's like finally you get to your 30s, I think, and again, talking from this experience, you start to see things a little bit more clearly. Like, man, whew, all right. So that's what it is, man. So that's if I need to resort to, going out there and throwing rope, busting a nut by myself, so be it. And if it down the line, if I meet somebody that's like the right person, so be it too for that thing. But up until then, I'm not like actively going out there like, if we talk, it better be serious. Like, how serious? And oh, man, it's just different perspectives. I respect everybody, man. You get yours, whatever it is. I genuinely mean it. But this is just like one guy getting a little bit of the thoughts out there. And yeah, but the lines that the one line that just I'm looking for a serious relationship. We exchanged 2 sentences together. I can't. What would it doesn't make sense for me to sign up for that over text and be like, I say like people should meet up, and if you click when you meet up, then take it wherever you want to take it. But I want a relationship. I want a serious relationship. But yeah, that's the thing. I have the right to ask for what I want. You should obviously have the right to ask for what you want to. That's great. That's what it is. But I don't, I try to, and it's been a while since I've been, because of the whole pandemic, I've not even been dating or anything. But it's just like, it feels a little bit, I'm like, again, a little bit of my mind or my heart wants to be like, oh, fucking squishy hug time, But then like my brainsy realizes, man, squishy hug time most often leads to prolonged squishy hug time. And squishy hug time, as fun as it is, I just, again, like, are we getting takeout? Are we going? We're not doing any of that. No, we're not doing any of that. Yo, legit, it's work. It's working time. And that's what, like, we need to, like, I encourage people who are out there doing things, And if you have, I just see, that's the thing. I think we see a lot of, like, influence from, I think it's breaking down little by little, but I think you saw in the past, in the not too distant past, you saw a lot of images of celebrities or movie stars, or even, certain type of influencers who are about the, you look at, it's just like dinner plates, big booties, abs for dudes, and just a lot of like, and that's fine too. That's fine too, but it's just, it distorts our mentality. It distorts our reality that we need to work, that we need to, that's what it is. Let's go out to dinner. Where would you go on vacation? Like, no, I'm not going on vacation. Everything is work related. If I'm even traveling, it's work related. If I'm going out, work related. If we're staying in, work related. And then the fun hanky-panky time can be the fun hanky-panky time for, that's what it is. Because when you start adding more value to it, or like expecting more value, it takes away from the funness too. I don't want to have to get puss and have to the puss for the D should be the equal exchange of fun, hug, squishy time. No? That in itself is like, you go out for dinner, you have a nice dinner, and then what else is after that? Nothing else is after. You just had a nice dinner. That's what that is. That's what that is. You just had lovely, a 3-course meal maybe. That's what that is. The sex is like non-mon. No. Yeah, ethical non-mon, dude. ENM, baby. Bringing it back, or creating it little by little, I think. Until the point comes down to, again, us evolving, and every individual is at a different stage. This is, again, like, don't take this as like, I'm never here to tell anybody how to live their life, or this is just me expressing myself. That's what it is, man. Ethical non-mon all day. Equal puss for equal D. Exchange. And, want to do it again sometime? Sure. I don't want to have to commit to nothing. When are we meeting again? I don't know. When are we meeting again? Let's see how the first time goes for both of us. Maybe you wouldn't even want to be with me after. That's the thing. That's what it is over a text. If you communicate, seriousness, like, what does that entail? Do I gotta come in there and are we seriously engaged now? Are we engaging seriously now? Is that? I'm going through it. I'm going through a little bit, putting feelings out there, and it's, but I don't care. Like, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I don't care in the sense that I don't care what people's judgments or thoughts might be. I do care to be 100% or as close to 100% of my real self. And yeah, your boy's got different aspects. So just like many of you guys out there, that's the thing. I'm not this like one-dimensional or two-dimensional or three-dimensional or a lot of dimensions, Hopefully it leads to dementia, dude, down the line. But what I'm trying to say is that I've got different aspects to my personality. There's definitely a soft fucking, I'm a soft person. I get emotional on certain things, a lot of things, full of feelings. On certain things, I'm fucking, there's no one more serious. There's no one when it comes to business. When it comes to the comedy, when it comes to time to put in work, there's no, that's what that is. So that's what that is. And it's hard to explain all that over just one text and so I'd like people to just open up their imaginations, open up their perspectives. Don't be, be you, be whatever you guys and gals are out there. That's just what I'm putting out. That's what I'm feeling. And yeah, dude, ethical non-mon all day. Because I don't want to have to deal with, do I have to worry about when do I text? When do I not text? Are we meeting again? Are we not meeting again? What's your favorite restaurant in the city? They're all the same. They're all wonderful. They're all wonderful. It doesn't matter which restaurant you go to. It matters what kind of company you're in, what you're doing. And, if you're going there for, let's take 7 pictures of the meal before we eat the meal. No. No. That's what that is. And there are a ton of people, that's the thing. This is just one guy. There's a ton of people who want different things. There's solid people out there you know, who are commitment relationship people, and we need those people. We need more of those people. We need more of everything. I'm just saying there's room for using your imagination and like just, you know, getting rid of a little bit of this like there's this thing in our society and our culture as if it's like if you're giving up, if you're putting puss out there, you got to make sure you get something for it, whether it's like monetary or like a dinner or like a few dates or like a commitment of some sorts or like a, you know, that's what I feel like these days. It's you know, bring back equality, baby. I think, you know, equality to a certain, you know, that's just your boy talking shit today. It's just your boy talking shit today. I don't know. Some feelings, some thoughts that I've just been, you know, going through. Because I don't want to like, I don't know. I'm saying these things out loud so I don't trick myself. And so, because sometimes, boy, like anybody else, human, gets lonely. I'm like, oh, what if a relationship? But like as relationships take time and commitment, and I don't have that. And that's what that is. So I'm just saying these things out loud so I remember them. Because again, despite the fact that I am now 32 and I feel like the brain upstairs is doing a little bit more thinking compared to the way it used to be, I'm trying to, you know, put everything in check and not get distracted and not be like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. Again, all of this is coming. I hope I make some of y'all laugh out there. I hope some of it maybe you're feeling the same, maybe you're not feeling the same. Regardless, we're all different yet the same. So shout out to everybody, man. That's thank you for listening. Thank you to anybody who's been with me from the get-go. I really, really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all the love and support. If you've just joined us today, by luck, by mere chance, you were just out there in the mean streets, on the online streets, and the web just directed you to this fun little podcast. You're like, what's this guy all about? This guy's all about everything and nothing. Talking serious topics, talking about silly shit all day, every day. You can find these videos on YouTube, Instagram, and on Patreon, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do. We're building. Fucking building, you know, our own little physical temple, the mind temple. The outdoor temple, you know? But you gotta, I'm trying to be way more honest with myself and everybody else. I've always been like that for a good, but just more so. Just again, it's a little bit of taking time and getting comfortable in your skin. And I don't, you know, doesn't mean you have to be, you know, ethical non-mon. Ethical non-mon, we're all about, you know, just nice honesty. That's what that is. I don't want to, you know, because I think if somebody comes and says, I want a straight up relationship, I don't get offended at that. You're being straight up and honest. But if I say straight, like if we're going to the second sentence, I want a serious committed relationship, then my second sentence is like straight up, I want some pee, you know? Not pee as in like pee, but like puss, dude. That's what that is. It's like, so don't be, I like that. If you're being honest, I hope that you can take that same honesty with a, well, you know what, that's what it is. We can't really, that's what it is. You can't control what people think. You can't control how people feel whatever they want to feel. But I rather be honest. Or at least try to be as honest as I can be. And I think it's a little bit more freeing that way. You know, no one's gonna be like, oh, I thought this was gonna last forever. But no, right now, probably not. Probably not. Probably not. unless, something super special happens, but not a priority, not looking for it. And yeah, just needed to remind myself, because like I've put, like everyone out there makes sacrifices and, puts things in different places for different purposes. And for me, literally, there is like, comedy is my church. Comedy is my place of worship, and like where I like to dedicate my energy and time. And again, things gradually move forward, and there will be different phases and different stages of life, I'm sure of it. But for the time being, man, we're just a bunch of flying monkeys. We're just a bunch of, airplanes soaring high, baby. We're just a bunch of feathered friends, We're just a bunch of damn birds out here flapping our wings, trying to get a little bit of momentum, trying to get a little bit of that steam or a little bit of that wind under your wing and take off. And it takes time, baby. It takes time. Thank you again for all the love and support. Thank you. And we're here, baby. We're here for each other. I got you, you got me. Whatever you're into, whether you're following your dreams of becoming a professional athlete, I got you. Do it. Whether you want to become a surgeon, you want to be that fucking surgeon who slices and dices people and then staples it, duct tapes it, puts it back together in a nice little box. There you go, full regular human with 4 nips. Maybe that is a you. Maybe you're that magical dentist. That magic, fuck man, I can't believe like a whole dental procedure goes on without me feeling nothing. I just came out of there because of the high levels of radiation, baby. I was glowing out there and also face half numb, just feeling all sorts of great. Pregnant women be walking by, man, how you glowing so well? I'm like, not pregnant ladies, I can tell you what you could do if you're pregnant, you want to get that extra glow. X-rays, crank it up. If it's low radiation, ask for high. Always ask for high radiation, especially if you're, with a baby. Because that baby's going to come out fucking glow in the dark. You're in the hospital giving birth. The lights go out. The generator's out. Where are the candles? Where are the hot towels? Where's the hot water? Everybody's running around frantically and just, losing their cool. Not you. Why? Because you a glowing mama with a glowing a baby. The doctor's just like looking in there. I see a light. Head towards it. And the baby, from all the radiation, has evolved and, it's enhanced his hand-eye coordination or something. So he sees the doctor's hand, all of a sudden he's reaching out for the doctor's forearm, his hairy forearm, dude. Grabs like, dog, pull me out. Pull me out, dog. Something's holding me back in here. It's like his umbilical cord's just like tied around his or her neck. But he's a fighter, she's a fighter in there, Jiu-jitsu in that fucking umbilical cord, baby. Comes out, and then baby comes out. Doctor holding the lights up the entire room while all the other mothers are in there. I'm contracting. It's already there. It's how to keep it in there. The lights are out. We can't see anything. Aren't you guys supposed to have a backup generator? It's burnt. What about a backup generator? That one's also burnt too, but aren't you happy that you went for that high level radiation? Sure. In some instances, maybe your kid's gonna be a little bit, everybody's gonna get a little bit teased, a little bit picked on, but they're gonna be, that super fucking glowing baby. That's what that is. Neon green babies. That's the future. Neon green babies is the future. I believe it. I see it for all of us. The future is vibrators holding humans and using them for pleasure. That's what that is. That's the future. In a different realm, they're vibrators and sex toys who use humans for their pleasure. That's the way it is. Just a giant, I don't know what they're called, man. What's the one that's like, there's this one that's got like a ball on top and like a handle. It's like what looks like a magical wand. Looks like a magical wand that you could just like gives off vibrations and shit. That one, just imagine that life size, probably bigger than us, just giant. And then they'll grab us and just like grab us by the feet and like put your head on, and it's like, man, you got to try these new humans. Their heads really like, they love it when it's got different speeds to it or something. That's what I want to see, man. More, that's what it is. Just integration of tech and humans together. What do you call that one? We've got so many for ladies. It's the one with the one that looks like kind of like a billy club or like a baseball bat. You know what I'm talking about, ladies, fellas. The one that looks like an old hair dryer, But thank God, man, thank God, because before, times have gotten better, man. You have to go out for that shit. Ladies, aren't you glad that we're here now? Aren't you glad that we're here now? Fellas, aren't you glad? I know I am. And thank you very much. Glad you made it. It's been another So production. Be back here again on Friday. Spread the word, motherfuckers. Peace out.